Giovanni Scelzi and Brad Sweet. Green flag in the air for the final time in 2022. Brad Sweet slides up high. Donnie Schatz by Scelzi, nearly by Sweet. Caution on the speedway. Two cars tangle at the back of the field. Brock Zierfoss and Casey Kane involved. Zierfoss started 20th. Kane started 22nd. They both faced the wrong direction on the high side of turn number 2, and we try it all over again. Brad Sweet, Giovanni Scelzi side by side. They roll slowly toward corner 4, and now we go green at the dirt track at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Shots again to the very bottom of the speedway by Scelzi, pulls even with Sweet, can't take command. Brad Sweet leads into 3 and 4. He works the top of the speedway. Donnie Schatz down on the bottom, but can't hold the low line. The big cat will lead the opening lap. Donnie Schatz in second, third, Giovanni Scelzi. Sheldon Hudenshield splitting David Gravel and Rico Abreu. Abreu tries to come back in between those two, side by side for fourth. David Gravel on the bottom, Sheldon Hudenshield on the high side of the speedway. They'll go wheel to wheel out of turn 4. Sheldon fourth as they cross the line. Brad Sweet leading it by 0.8 of a second over Donnie Schatz early on in this 30-lap feature. And a bid for the top 5. Abreu slides up the banking. Gravel tries to turn it back underneath him. Side by side at the midpoint of the back straightaway. Gravel to the high side in 3 and 4. Rico Abreu works the bottom. Rico Abreu and David Gravel still battling for 5th. Gravel has it as they cross the start-finish line, but Rico looking for room for a slider. Not enough there in 1 and 2. Heavier traffic now in front of Brad Sweet, and that allows Donnie Schatz to close, and he does so quickly to the inside lane in 1 and 2. New leader out of turn 2, Donnie Schatz. Schatz gets by Brad Sweet. Can he hold it on the bottom in 3 and 4? Sweet right in the middle of the speedway, drifts up high, and Donnie Schatz will lead on lap number 11. Now Sheldon Hudenshield finds the inside lane. He'll move by Giovanni Scelzi, but can't hold the low line. And now Scelzi back into the 3rd spot. Brad Sweet goes downstairs on the entry to 3 and 4, but he cannot hold that bottom lane. And now Scelzi on the attack, coming after the big cat for 2nd. Rico Abreu and David Gravel continue a battle for the 5th spot. Abreu's got it, but now Gravel back to his inside. Sheldon Hudenshield to the inside of Scelzi. Slide job. Pulls it off, but Scelzi comes back underneath him to retain 3rd as they cross the line. Donnie Schatz pulling away now in the Advanced Auto Parts number 15. We close in on the halfway point of the final feature of the year. Donnie Schatz really opening it up now. Schatz found something down low that nobody else in the top 10 seems to be able to muster. Sheldon Hudenshield looking for 2nd now to the inside in 3 and 4. Slider complete. Sheldon 2nd as they cross the line. Giovanni Scelzi, a little bit of a run on Brad Sweet now, looking for 3rd. Dives to the inside in turn 1. Scelzi makes the pass out of turn 2. Sweet trying to come back at him on the inside, and now David Gravel right behind Brad Sweet. 3.7-second lead now with 2 laps to go at the dirt track at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Car slowing on the front stretch, the 49X, Cale Thomas. We stay green, now the caution flag displayed. So we will go green and white together. It's 1 lap to decide the winner of the final race of 2022. Shots to the cushion in 1 and 2. Sheldon Hudenshield runs the bottom. Carson Macedo by Brad Sweet for 4th. Rico Abreu coming after the big cat. But Donnie Schatz finishes the season with consecutive wins. 2nd at the line, Giovanni Scelzi. Sheldon Hudenshield 3rd. Carson Macedo 4th. And with a 5th place run, Brad Sweet is once again the World of Outlaws champion. And Donnie Schatz climbs up top as Brad Sweet drives by, but Donnie Schatz back-to-back wins for the first time in 2022 in the final 2 features of the season.
These guys, just incredible what they've done the last couple weeks. The results haven't really shown it, but they've been digging. We went and tested, and we found a lot of things and kind of got ourselves back to having the feel like we used to have, and obviously that showed here this weekend. So hats off to them. We got a lot of our, like I said last night, a lot of our friends and partners with us this week. It's I can't list them all, but man, it's great to have them here with us. And awesome crowd. Great to see everybody come out of the World Finals. I was actually, when you come here, it's really cool I'm sitting in the trailer watching that mod race. That's a really good race, the whole race was, and a couple of friends of mine ran first and second, so it was pretty neat to get to watch that. It's just a great atmosphere, but man, I'm glad the season's over. Even though you run like that and you get the performance that way, everybody needs a break. These teams take a beating up and down the road. You fans need a break too, I think, but we'll do our best to see if we can't continue this on through the winter and start off the season, and hopefully we can be able to race with a championship for all the guys that are there. And congrats to Brad and his team. I know what it's like to be in that position. It comes right down to it, and it's a great feeling of satisfaction to win a championship. So congrats to those guys, and we're going to make it hard on them next year. Well, it was really a game of chess early on. Like, what do I do here? It wasn't rubbered up. The racetrack, just when you're going that fast and we're pushing that hard, we're using the tires really hard. And Brad set a pretty good pace out the top early, and I knew Gio would be good everywhere. So just wanted to, wherever Brad went, I went. But when we got the traffic, I was forced to move. And when I moved, that's what got us the lead. And I just kind of stayed down there digging. And then some of the cars we were lapping, I was like, wow, there's some really good iron here we're going by. So we stayed down there. And as long as you feel like you got all 4 tires stuck, man, you're kind of a fool not to. But the exact same thing happened with the restart with 2 to go, and you got no choice but with clean racetrack just to carry as much speed as you can. And at that point, you'll use whatever tire you got left, whatever motor's left, whatever you got to do to get this trophy. So hats off to everybody on this home team. Like I said, everybody at CarQuest, Advanced Auto Parts, Ford, Sage. Incredible week, and just going to enjoy it.
14th win here. Congratulations.
At least we got away with that 13 right away. We don't have to worry about superstitions. So thank you.
For live coverage of every World of Outlaws event and for extended on-demand race content, visit dirtvision.com. For full race results, features, and series news, visit worldofoutlaws.com.